You lie awake in the humid night, a mosquito net draped loosely around your body. The village is silent, save for the occasional bark of a dog in the distance. Then you hear it, the unsettling flapping around, slow at first, then stronger, like leather wings pushing through thick air. Shadows dance across the thin walls of your nipa hut. Your grandmother's warnings echo in your mind. Do not sleep by the window. Do not leave the doors unlocked. If you hear wings, pray it passes you by. The roof creaks as something heavy settles above. Then, a faint scratching, something probing, and then you hear it, a long, wet, sucking sound, like someone drawing liquid through a straw. You dare not move, but when you finally find the courage to peek, you see a dark figure hunched outside, its tongue impossibly long, slithering through the cracks. In that moment you realize it's not a thief, it's not an animal, it's the Manananggal. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here, welcome to the channel. My name is Andrew, and this is Legends Untold. Tonight, we're talking about the Manananggal, the terror of the Philippines. It's kind of a vampire, kind of a ghoul. It's known as most commonly as part of the Aswang family in the Philippines. Aswangs are just like ghouls, like undead, basically, kind of stuff. The Manananggal, mostly known for its ability to separate itself from its legs, and then its upper body flies away to go hunt and then comes back to its legs for daytime. So kind of a crazy thing. It's said that the only way to beat the Manananggal is to take the legs and hide them so that it can't find it, which is it's pretty funny in my opinion. You just find a pair of legs just laying around, you grab it and run off to a cave somewhere. Hilarious, right? Anyways, go grab yourself some popcorn, just some sort of snack, whatever. Pringles, grab yourself a box of cereal, whatever. Get yourself a drink and then come hang out while we talk about the Manananggal. Tonight, we're diving into one of the Philippines' most terrifying legends, the Manananggal. Often described as a vampire-like creature, it's part of a larger family of monsters called the Aswangs. What makes the Manananggal so horrifying, even among bloodsuckers and ghouls, is its unique ability. It literally separates its upper body from its lower body and flies through the night with huge bat-like wings, hunting the living. This is not just a monster meant to scare children, it's a cultural icon in the Philippines. A creature feared for centuries and still spoken of today. The name Manananggal comes from the Tagalog word tanggal, meaning to remove or separate. The prefix mana implies someone who does the act, so the word literally translates to one who separates itself, and that's exactly what it does. Pre-colonial folklore is filled with spirit beings, demons, and creatures that prey on humans. When Spanish colonizers arrived in the 16th century, they encountered these stories and often recorded them through a Christian lens, labeling the Manananggal and its kin as servants of the devil. In rural villages, elders warned of the Manananggal as a way to explain sudden illnesses, miscarriages, or the deaths in childbirth. In an age before modern medicine, where complications during pregnancy were tragically common, blaming a supernatural predator gave form to fears and grief that otherwise had no explanation. Witness accounts paint the Manananggal as a ghostly, pale figure, usually female. By day, she appears human, sometimes even beautiful, blending seamlessly into the village. But at night, she undergoes a grotesque transformation. Her torso splits from the waist, intestines and organs dangle freely as enormous wings unfurl from her back. The upper body flies off, leaving her legs and lower half standing motionless, somewhere hidden in the wilderness. Her face stretches, her tongue elongates into a thin, needle-like appendage, and with this horrifying form, she soars through the night seeking victims. The Manananggal, let me spell this for you. Manananggal, Manananggal, is most infamous for its choice of prey, pregnant women. It is said to hover outside windows, using its long, hollow tongue to pierce the womb and feed on the unborn children. Other accounts say it targets sleeping men, lapping at the blood or innards while they lie unaware. Some stories even describe it feeding on hearts and livers. Dogs and roosters, sensitive spirits, are said to bark and crow wildly when the Manananggal is near, an omen villagers took seriously. Like many vampiric creatures, the Manananggal has its vulnerabilities. Folklore says sprinkling salt, garlic, ash, or vinegar onto exposed lower half will prevent it from reattaching at dawn. If it cannot return to its body before sunrise, it will perish in the daylight. Others believe stabbing it with a bamboo spear or striking it with a whip of a stingray's tail could harm it or even kill it. You could also take the lower half and hide it, and that would also help prevent it. If this sounds familiar, you may have caught Josh Gates' Destination Truth. In Season 2, Episode 17, he traveled to the Philippines to investigate the Aswang, a broad class of shape-shifting vampiric beings. The Manananggal is one of the most famous variations of the Aswang, so while Josh Gates focused on the general category, it absolutely ties into the same lore. In fact, villagers often use the terms interchangeably, with Aswangs being the broader word and the Manananggal being a very specific and terrifying form. The Manananggal has cousins in Southeast Asia. In Malaysia, there's the Penanggalan, a woman whose head detaches from her body, trailing organs as she flies. In Thailand and Cambodia, the Krasue is described such the same way. In Indonesia, the Pontianak and the Kuntianak is a vampiric spirit of a woman who died during childbirth. Each culture seems to reflect the same primal fears: vulnerable mothers, the dangers of childbirth, and predatory forces lurking at night. Believe it or not, reports of the Manananggal haven't faded with time. In the 20th century, rural newspapers occasionally published stories of sightings. In 1992, for instance, residents of the Tarlac province claimed to see a winged creature terrorizing their town. In the 2000s, rumors of attacks resurfaced, spreading quickly through radios and tabloids. The Manananggal has also found a place in pulp culture. Filipino horror films like The Manananggal in Manila, 1997, and modern indie movies contain the reimagining of the legend. It appears in comics, TV series, and even international video games. Proof of how enduring this monster is. Scholars suggest that the Manananggal might represent deeper cultural anxieties. Some see it as a manifestation of fears surrounding pregnancy and mortality. Others interpret it as a reflection of how society once demonized women, especially independent women, midwives, and outsiders. During Spanish colonization, labeling women as Aswang or Manananggal may have been a tool of control.
Who are you who are so wise in the ways of science?
Yet, at the same time, for many Filipinos, it's just a metaphor. It's real. Even today, rural communities may whisper about strange sounds at night and blame the Manananggal. So, the next time you're in the Philippines and you hear dogs barking wildly or wings flapping overhead, remember the legend. The Manananggal might just be hunting. The real question is, if you're traveling through a quiet village and locals told you that one of these creatures hunted the area, would you even dare to spend the night? Or would you lock your doors, hang garlic, and pray for the dawn? Anyways, guys, my name is Andrew. This has been Legends Untold, and today we looked at the Manananggal. If you like this video, let me know down below what you think of the Manananggal. Let me know of any other kind of cool vampire creatures from around the world. I have a couple videos on vampires already. I absolutely love vampires. They're just the old world nature of the vampire. You don't really see a whole lot of stories about it from the US. Like, we have Mercy Brown, we have the dude from New England, we have the story of the voodoo priest and the Catholic priest teaming up to take down a vampire coven in Louisiana. As awesome as that, I still think that would be an awesome movie, personally, but let me know down below any vampire stories from wherever you're from, and maybe we'll write up a script on that. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. If you want to support the channel, there's a merch bar down below. You can pick yourself up some dope merch. There's a couple cool vampire shirts there. You can also hit the PayPal link in the description of this video or my bio if you want to buy me an energy drink. That is always appreciated. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for checking out the video, and I will catch you next time. Peace out.
I play the game, ghosts and where others